A problem in contemporary spirituality. What is the significance of yesterday's saint for today's Christian? What meaning has the sanctity of the past for the holiness of the present? On broad lines, three solutions may be suggested. Two extremes, I do not use the word disparagingly, and a middle. One extreme insists that usually the lives of the saints are normative for us. What they did, we must do. The imitation the Church herself would seem to recommend in her official prayers in the Mass and Breviary. We are to imitate what we revere in the proto-martyr Stephen, his spirit of forgiveness. We are to follow continually the faith of the Apostle Thomas. Imitate the actions of Paul, the first hermit. Follow Agnes of Rome by our virtuous way of life. Follow avidly the advice and example of Peter Damiani, and so on unceasingly. What we revere in the saints, this we ought to imitate. The other extreme affirms that the lives of the saints have little or nothing to say to contemporary man. These men and women lived for the most part in ages unlike our own. The situations in which they achieved sanctity are never quite repeated today. Their experiences and inner dynamisms are not reflected in our own. Read the lives of the saints, from John the Baptist and Ignatius of Antioch, through Patrick and Boniface to Martin de Porres and Teresa of Lisieux, and you find yourself in other worlds. Fascinating history, of course, and often impressively heroic, but too different from the modern age to be genuinely relevant. Revere the saints, yes. Imitate them, no. The position or presupposition that underlies this book is in the nature of a via media, an effort to harmonize and unify the valid insights of both extremes. In this approach, the saints do have something precious to say to us, but their appeal is not to slavish imitation. In other words, the details that dot their lives may well be outmoded, dictated by ephemeral circumstances. Antony the Hermit locking himself in an Egyptian tomb. Martin de Porres asking his superior to sell him into slavery. Patrick praying on a snow-capped mountain. Aquinas casting his theology in song. Canisius hammering away relentlessly at heresy. Xavier dying alone 6 miles from China. The good thief crucified an arm's length from Christ. Agnes leaving life at 12 or 13. All those saints who never bathed, refused to lift their eyes, slept rarely, ate reluctantly. It is not this that calls for imitation.